Welcome to Mainstream Current. I'm your host, Drew Hoagland, and today I want to welcome you if this is your first time tuning in. This is a Maine-based channel. We talk about everything that has anything to do with Maine at all, with the great state of Maine, I might add. And for those of you that are coming back, I know it's been a minute since I posted my last video, but that's because I've had multiple projects going on at the same time, and during the videos that I'm going to be releasing on the November ballot, I will have another special project out that is coming out for Hurricane Helene survivors and those that went through the hurricane, at least as far as East Tennessee is concerned. You may or may not know that I spent 4 summers down in eastern Tennessee, an area that was devastated by the floods and hurricane. So I have a special tribute project coming up, so that's coming out soon. What I want to do in this video is introduce what I'm going to be doing in the following videos. So in this following video that I'll pull up in a minute, it's going to be me introducing all of the November ballot questions. And I think that exposure is a good way to start really getting to the bottom of understanding a situation. So a lot of them are wordy and a lot of them are convoluted and harder to understand in places, but by exposure and by hearing it and by talking about it, we'll all become more familiar. So this first video is just an introduction video to those questions, and then the videos afterwards are going to be independently dealing with each question. What I wanted to do this video with, this is future Drew, we'll be rewinding and seeing past Drew in a moment. It's because I filmed all those videos at once, and actually I filmed it as if at least three of the questions I filmed all in one video, expecting somehow that I could get all of it out in a concise video. But after 3 questions and I was at like 30 minutes, I realized that I needed to cut them down. So that's a long-winded introduction to what I'm about to introduce myself again, but keep in mind that's past Drew. And after that, we'll come back and I will wrap up this video. Thanks for tuning in. Now, let's get to November's questions here in the state of Maine. Welcome to Mainstream Current. I'm Drew Hoagland, and today we're going to discuss Maine's November ballot for 2024, which is a crazy number to say out loud. I'm a 1990s kid, so 2024, I mean, I know we all get older and time flies, but is it just me? Since 2020, time has been weird. Anyway, speaking of time of the year, I love filming here, but because of the lighting, I think I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to film soon, which is a shame, but that gives me more chance to explore new areas. Getting right into it, I wanted to dig into what the ballot offered us in November coming up in the elections this year. So we have 5 questions, and of course, they're all kind of loaded. They all have pros, they all have cons. This year, there's not much that's contentious. There's not been a whole lot that's been spent for or against these. So that leaves me optimistic. I mean, last year we had CMP with $35 million in campaign ads for their question, and just their side of the question. So we didn't have that this year, which in my eyes is a good thing. Question 1. Do you want to set a $5,000 limit for giving to political action committees, PACs, that spend money independently to support or defeat candidates for office? A lot of these are wordy, but we are going to get into depth in all of them, so hang out. Question 2. Do you favor a $25 million bond issue to fund research, development, and commercialization in sectors such as life sciences, renewable energy, and precision manufacturing? The funds would be awarded through a competitive process and require matching private and federal contributions. Like I said, we're going to get into all of these. Question 3. Do you favor a $10 million bond issue to restore historic buildings owned by governmental and nonprofit organizations with a required 25% local match from private or nonprofit sources? Question 4. Do you favor a $30 million bond issue for the design, development, and maintenance of trails for outdoor recreation and active transportation, to be matched by at least $3 million in public and private contributions? Lastly, question 5. Do you favor restoring Maine's original state flag, commonly known as the pine tree flag, as the official state flag, replacing the current design that has been in use since 1909? Of course, this is my channel, so you are going to hear my perspective on all of this, but I want to dig into more of what all of these mean. Well, there you have it. That's past Drew, this is future Drew, and I'm just going to tune us out because, as I explained at the beginning of the video, that this was not intended to be a standalone. I cut the video up, and future Drew here is going to be narrating the in-between spaces that may or may not make sense. I do want to point out and have everyone keep in mind that the following videos, any opinion that I have, I am truly out for the welfare of Mainers as a whole. I really, truly, deeply care about this state. I have traveled to 47 other states. I haven't seen Alaska or Hawaii yet. But in my travels, when I knew I needed to move back, I came back here to Maine because I love this state. So, whether you agree with what I'm going to say or not in the future videos regarding the questions, just keep in mind that my heart is truly here for Maine and for the Maine people. I was born and raised here, and I have so many incredible memories here, and I want to make it a place where incredible memories can be made in the future for others. So just keep that in mind, and I look forward to comments, so make sure to comment below, and that really helps just me narrate where I'm going and what I have to say. Keep in mind that if you react to one of these videos, these are all pre-filmed for the remaining ballot questions, so I won't be able to respond to any objections, questions, or anything like that in these videos. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next video, y'all, this has been Drew Hoagland with Mainstream Current.
Ready? Fight!